Warning. These BLs may permanently raise your relationship standards. 1. The Keystone Romantic Combination, Manhwa, the dynamic, absolute mutual elevation. Why it ruins the standard. This is a baseball sports BL, but at its core, it's a masterclass in emotional maturity. Instead of toxic jealousy or petty misunderstandings, the leads actively pull each other out of career-ending mental slumps. Their love is a quiet, unwavering foundation built on respect, completely ruining the chaotic college drama trope.
2. Radio Storm, Manhwa, the dynamic, soul-binding, apocalyptic devotion. Why it ruins the standard. Set in a dystopian world where a virus kills humanity, one lead acts as an amplifier, and the other as a receiver to stave off the sickness. The sheer weight of their dependency isn't just physical, it's a bone-deep, sacrificial loyalty. The way they become each other's literal reason to survive in a dying world makes standard fluffy romances feel incredibly trivial.
3. Kimi no Yoru ni Fureru, Touch Your Night, Manga, the dynamic, healing tenderness wrapped in danger. Why it ruins the standard. It follows a hitman with a dark past and a blind young man. The way the hitman treats his partner with the absolute utmost gentleness, striving to keep his dirty world from ever staining the pure world of the protagonist, is devastatingly beautiful. The physical and emotional caretaking here is top tier.
4. No Moral, Manhwa, the dynamic, high-competence power couple. Why it ruins the standard. A workplace legal BL where both leads are brilliant lawyers. The love here is built entirely on professional admiration that evolves into fierce, protective devotion. There are no childish games, the top-tier communication, absolute trust in each other's abilities, and fierce defense of one another in a cutthroat corporate setting set a massive standard for adult BLs.
5. For Your Love, Manhwa, the dynamic, the realistic, selfless slow burn. Why it ruins the standard. Created by Park Noduk, this college slice of life strips away all exaggerated webtoon tropes. The love here is painfully grounded. The way the main lead quietly observes, supports, and shields the other from emotional fallout without ever forcing his feelings onto him is a masterclass in unselfish affection.
6. The Words in Your Snare, Manhwa, the dynamic, the ultimate safe haven. Why it ruins the standard. One lead can read minds, which makes the world a chaotic, painful nightmare for him. The other lead has a rare condition where his thoughts are completely silent to the mind reader. The sheer relief, safety, and domestic comfort they provide for each other makes their bond feel profoundly therapeutic rather than just romantic.
7. I Hear the Sunspot, Hidamari ga Kikoru, Manga, the dynamic, unconditional emotional bridging. Why it ruins the standard. This manga focuses on a university student with hearing loss who has distanced himself from the world, and a boisterous, pure-hearted classmate who stumbles into his life. The sheer determination of the hearing lead to yell through the silence, to understand his partner's world, and to protect him from societal pity or cruelty is incredibly moving.
8. The Black Mirror, Manhwa, the dynamic, dark, absolute psychological loyalty. Why it ruins the standard. If you want something darker but fiercely devoted, this psychological horror romance is a hidden gem. While the plot involves supernatural mysteries and past trauma, the sheer intensity of their obsession and the fact that they will choose each other over sanity, safety, or the world itself ruins standard, casual horror romance dynamics.
9. Blossom of the White Night, Manhwa, the dynamic, a love that blooms after endless winter. Why it ruins the standard. Rather than relying on dramatic misunderstandings, the story lets love grow through trust, healing, and unwavering devotion. Every act of kindness feels earned, making their relationship incredibly satisfying. Once you experience a romance this patient and emotionally rich, ordinary love stories start feeling a little less magical.
10. Uncanny Charm, Manhwa, the dynamic, soft, protective healing. Why it ruins the standard. A supernatural slice of life where one lead absorbs bad luck and the other radiates good luck. Beyond the cute premise, the way they consciously make efforts to ensure the other doesn't feel isolated or used is incredibly sweet. It's a pure, green flag protective dynamic that completely cures reading fatigue.
11. To Take an Enemy's Heart, Manhwa, the dynamic, fierce protection born from cruelty. Why it ruins the standard. This is a heavy, historical drama set during a time of war and political conquest. It features an incredibly complex power dynamic, but the slow, agonizing shift into absolute, unyielding protection, where a fierce warrior turns into a shield for a fragile, broken protagonist, is incredibly gripping.
12. Speak of the Devil, Manhwa, the dynamic, obsessive but deeply respectful care. Why it ruins the standard. The story revolves around a protagonist with an voice fetish condition and a lead with a deeply mesmerizing voice. While it starts with an unconventional premise, the level of respect, clear boundary setting, and intense domestic pampering the lead provides completely subverts the usual toxic dominant alpha tropes found in standard webtoons.
13. The Pizza Delivery Man and the Golden Palace, Manhwa, the dynamic, healing through unconditional acceptance. Why it ruins the standard. Rather than trying to fix each other, the leads create a safe space where both can slowly heal from loneliness and emotional scars. Their relationship is built on patience, gentle communication, and quiet acts of care, making every step of their romance feel genuine and deeply comforting.
14. Checkmate, Manhwa, the dynamic, total life consumption. Why it ruins the standard. A psychological rivals to lovers story. It ruins the standard because of how tightly woven their lives are. They are so deeply obsessed with outdoing, watching, and knowing each other that no one else could ever fit into their world. It's an intense, sharp kind of love that makes casual romance look boring.
15. Our Dining Table, Bakura no Shokutaku, Manga, the dynamic, found family gentle devotion. Why it ruins the standard. A short, beautiful manga about a lonely salaryman who finds it difficult to eat around people until he meets a young boy and his older brother. The way they slowly weave their lives together through the simple act of cooking and sharing meals, building a quiet, deeply supportive sanctuary, redefines what romantic partnership should look like. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more BL recommendations. Bloom&Books.